Welcome to Indiana Newsdesk. I'm Joe Wren. Indiana Attorney General Greg Zeller announced more funding this week that will go toward expanding access to the overdose intervention drug naloxone to first responders. The nonprofit group Overdose Lifeline will administer the $400,000 grant. The announcement comes after reports of as many as 200 recent overdoses across Ohio, West Virginia, and Indiana. And as Lindsay Wright reports, police departments don't have enough resources to respond to the growing drug epidemic.
At the end of August, Jennings County officers experienced something they'd never seen when responding to heroin calls.
I've worked several overdoses in the past. Usually we can give them the one dose and you'll see something out of them. Some kind of life will come back. This night we were running out of Narcan.
The overdose intervention drug Narcan, also known as naloxone, revives individuals who overdose on opioids. It's standard for Jennings County officers to carry a dose when they're on duty. But 9 overdoses in Jennings County in just one evening left officers scrambling for more of the overdose antidote.
We were completely out. We had people giving them to us. I believe one of the state troopers went and got us some more from Seymour that night.
The youngest person officers revived was 14. Officials are blaming the overdoses on a batch of heroin cut with synthetic opioids. Fentanyl is often prescribed to patients after surgery, and it's about 50 times more powerful than heroin. Carfentanil is normally used as a large animal sedative, powerful enough to tranquilize an elephant. It's 100 times deadlier than fentanyl. The organization Overdose Lifeline heard from Indiana State Police immediately following the spike in ODs. They were asking for more naloxone.
So we were able to run more doses down and hold a community event.
The super potent heroin meant officers had to use multiple doses of naloxone to revive people. The string of overdoses happened in a single night over about a 6-hour span of time, and it sent Jennings County law enforcement bouncing from place to place. Now other officials worry the same events could transpire in their communities.
The equipment and supplies that we've given our officers to help preserve life in the occasion of an overdose aren't sufficient enough to preserve life, when they're altered, with carfentanil or fentanyl.
Authorities say the supercharged heroin came from Cincinnati. More than 170 people overdosed there around the same time the overdoses were reported in Jennings County. Tom Sinan, who leads the Hamilton County Drug Task Force, says officers were notified of the problem early and put on alert. First responders there were recently supplied with a new type of naloxone kit. It's easier to use and more concentrated, up from a 2-milligram dose to 4. But still, Sinan says that's not always enough.
We're actually getting information from doctors that with the fentanyl and carfentanil on the street, that there actually should be a minimum dose of 10 milligrams to start off with.
It's a resource issue in Indiana. The Indiana State Department of Health announced it would deliver 3,400 naloxone kits to 20 different county health departments where residents can get trained on how to administer the drug. And Governor Pence gave the nod for the department to move forward with another initiative. It would stock parts of the state with extra naloxone kits using existing grant money as a way to be prepared for future situations like the one in Jennings County. Deputy Mellencamp says naloxone was able to revive the 9 who overdosed in Jennings County, but he says he doesn't want to see the situation happen again.
I'm from this town, so a lot of people I know or know their family, so I hope this isn't the start of, I hope it's not the new normal,
For Indiana Newsdesk, I'm Lindsay Wright.
Zeller says the eventual goal is to supply naloxone statewide.